Welcome to the Escape with Nick and Adam. We have a special show for you tonight. You didn't ask for it, but you're getting it anyway. Comic book theater. Adam,
Yeah!
what comic we doing tonight?
We are reading Batman number 440 from 1989. It is the first in a five-part series called A Lonely Place of Dying. We are going to be treated by the art of George Perez and Jim Aparo and the writings of Marv Wolfman. This is like a pinnacle time in the Cape Crusaders' career as a crime fighter. Basically, this takes place after the Death in the Family storyline where the Joker murders Jason Todd, the second Robin. And we find that Batman has been more brutal to criminals. He's also been a little clumsy himself and sustained bigger injuries. We're going to see the rise and introduction and rise, I should say, or whatever, of the Tim Drake Robin. So we'll be getting the first appearance of Tim Drake Robin in this, who is the third Robin. And then we also get a pretty big heavy Nightwing story. Actually, three of these comic books out of the five take place in Batman, and two of them take place in New Teen Titans. So, real quick, if I can get back this way, let's see how this goes here. I will show you how this looks. There we go. So this is it. This is we'll go Batman, we'll go New Teen Titans, we'll go Batman again, New Teen Titans, and we will finish it up at Batman 442. So
still with the short shorts.
Woo! Yes. Still with the short shorts. Yes. Still with the short shorts. You mean the Cape Crusader there?
Yes.
Yeah, that won't go away for 20 more years.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. That won't go away till 2011. The new 52.
I'll say what went away sooner? The short shorts in basketball or the short shorts for the Robins?
Oh, you're talking strictly Robin. That went away here.
Okay.
That went away in this storyline. Yes, in 1989. I thought you meant short shorts for Batman there too, and everybody how they had the.
Oh, yeah, not the underwear on the outside, which is fine.
Okay.
I'm for some odd reason I'm okay with that. Actually, my Batman that I'm working on, where did that? Oh, it's up there. I specifically painted the underwear on because I like that look. That's a classic look. It's fine.
No problem.
For some odd reason, the short shorts with the bare legs, not my favorite.
See, I would let if they were gonna do it right and do like an 8-year-old, 9-year-old Robin, I'd let the kid be like that. Maybe in like shorts instead of a Speedo. But this is why. You know why I'd let him out like that? Because he's just
creepy.
because he's just that fucking good. He's a kid. He's a little kid. I've been training him, and he's angry and whatever. But he's learned to train that. He's already a fucking class act acrobat at the same. So he's just why not? Why not let him out there?
And not a jerk like Jason Todd, who had it coming when he died.
That's harsh. That's harsh. Had it coming.
No one liked him. The fans voted for him to die.
Well, imagine if there's no difference between man now and man back in 1988 or 89. If there was a Twitter back then, we'd be just as ugly.
No, it'd be so much worse.
Oh my God!
So much worse.
Maybe you're right. Probably. Anyway,
yeah, that's a different discussion for a different day. But
they wrote him that way. Blah blah blah. I like him now, but even though I like him now, I still don't chase down his titles. You know what I mean?
Well, I love Nightwing. I'm not very intrigued by Nightwing. The way that they're portraying him right now, I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna go find some other stuff if you want to bring it closer back to what it was, or a better storyline. I'll be.
What are they doing with them?
I don't care. It's one, I don't care for the. Okay, so I'm an art guy. I don't care for the art is the biggest thing.
That's tough.
So if I look at something that's just not visually appealing for me, I don't mean to bash it, because it's not that it's bad art, but it's just I just don't care for it. And I just look at it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pass. So, and I don't know who the artist is. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash anyone, but I'm very visual when it comes to the covers and art. And if I look at a cover and I just go, yeah, yeah, not doing it. That's just like everything. I know there's the whole don't judge a book by its cover thing, but I just don't. I totally judge a book by its cover, especially when it comes to comic books.
I totally judge.
So it's the only time I do that, I swear.
Yeah, no, I love the art. Sometimes I find myself wrapped so much into the writing that I'm like, oh man, I got to go back a couple pages and look at the art here, because I just start jamming into it. But I can put up with bad art to a certain, like Kelly Jones. I'm sorry, I mean no disrespect to grown people who are successful in life here. When I was a kid, though, I hated Kelly Jones's art. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. He was an artist for Batman, and it just wasn't a good fit. But when I got older and like 40 years old and started reading Sandman and saw his art in Sandman, it works there.
Well, remember how stupid I was in the late 90s? I didn't like Alex Ross. I didn't like it because it wasn't pencils. It wasn't, it wasn't quote unquote comic book art. I love Alex Ross now.
I do too. You weren't alone on that. I wasn't crazy about him either.
But I was just like, this isn't comic book art. But I'm like, it's art. It's better than comic book art. It's pure art. I feel like a fool. But anyway,
makes me want to read that tonight instead.
Kingdom Come.
No, he does this whole other thing called Justice. It's great. Each book is about the guy on the cover. Well,
that's the thing.
You know what? Let me show you.
He had such a long run in the late 90s, early 2000s that I feel like the fool that I was like borderline arrogant, because I was like, that's not real. That's not what I want. So I'm not gonna read this beautiful art in this comic. I'm an idiot.
I'll tell you what though. Once I became a fan of Alex Ross's stuff, it's I don't know, it's almost unrivaled. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's why it, and he, gave way to a bunch of other artists. Like I talk about him. I follow him on Instagram. I forget the guy's name. Is it Federici? But he does a lot of stuff for DC, and his art, it's all painting, and it's freaking gorgeous. It's just one of those, like, you're, because of Alex Ross, you can do this.
So. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen here. I can't get them to just by themselves, but it's a lot of different DC stuff that he's done. But I'll show you the Justice.
Yeah, so the guy I'm talking about is Ricardo Federici, and
all right. Oh, Ricardo Federici. You'll have to look him up. I don't.
I'll pull up my Instagram.
All right.
So whatever you want to talk about. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, but like Justice. If I'm not mistaken, you take a look at like this cover here. Okay, and so it's going to be a story strictly about these guys. You know what I mean? The cover doesn't bury the lead. And so there's that issue, which is issue 4. So let's see if we can find just like 5 for a minute here. Maybe here we go. Justice 5. So here's Justice issue 5. Well, now we're going to go to a different side of the universe and see what's going on. There's one giant story, I believe, happening. And I think Superman's having visions of the end of the world. But once we get into this comic, we're just going to deal with, we can see Cheetah here through the claws. We can see
Right.
her eyes. We're just going to deal with Wonder Woman and Cheetah, and it's it's almost like an exclusive each issue. I wish I would have finished it someday. Someday I will, but it is just great. And then Kingdom Come is
Yeah, Kingdom Come, I remember. And then what was the other one that he was doing?
Well, he did a Marvel one.
It might be the Marvel run that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I forget what that's called. Woo! But I'll show you Riccardo Federici real quick.
Riccardo Federici.
And I could be butchering that name. I apologize, but I'm not good with the stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
He posts a lot of whip pictures, if you will.
Yeah.
Let's see this one. But the one that I bought that I absolutely love, he did a King Shark cover, and I showed it on the stream. I love this stuff. This stuff's so good. That's not the one, but oh, look at this Azrael! Holy crap!
Oh wow!
But come on, hey man.
I think I did better in school the years I was reading comics.
Guarantee I did. So this is his cover for King Shark.
Yeah.
So that's like I said, it's just a different level of art, frankly.
Yes, I agree. It's awesome.
It's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
It's very nice. Very nice.
I can see it in my mind, Clark, and it's breathtaking.
Right. That's how Ghoul and Talia. That's nice. Okay. Nice. All right, Adam. Let's get on with the show here.
Let's get on with the show. All right.
So, how many characters do we have?
Oh boy.
Do we know?
We might just be stuck with Bats and Alfred for the most part today.
So so you get Batman and
if you'd like
narrator.
That makes you Nightwing though.
I like Nightwing.
Okay.
So I'll be Alfred and Nightwing. Two of my I totally can do a great British accent.
Okay.
I'm lying. I can't do a British accent, Sam. And if I do, it's not going to be consistent. It's going to be like 3 or 4 different British accents. So, like the American equivalent of doing like a nice UP accent, eh? And then be like, hey, and then like, dang on man, Talladega.
Dang on Megalomart.
Dang on Megalomart. Boom, man. So, all right. So, Batman 440. A lovely place of dying.
A lonely place. A lovely place of dying. I love it.
And sometimes I'm dyslexic.
Yep.
A lonely place of dying.
Now we gotta do this shit again. Hold on. It's supposed to have a pop-up that slides up here, man. That's annoying as fuck. Whoa. I didn't know Enter did that too.
Adam learns.
I know. Yeah, I can learn. How about that? That bullshit. Oh well.
So
here we go.
You're not showing personal info on your on the stream, are you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Why? What do you mean? What do you like?
Oh, I just don't want you to give away any passwords or any personal info since it's on stream.
I'm not doing that. Oh, see, there it is. What the fuck? It's gone now. Oh, that's some shit. All right.
Are we ready? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh,
all right. Yeah. Batman, A Lonely Place of Dying, Part 1 of 5, issue 440.
All right. So
a dam.
A dam, yep.
Got any damn bait? Sorry. Damn it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's funny.
Any damn quick.
A lonely place of dying. A lonely place of dying. Bum, bum, bum. Chapter 1. Suspects. Okay, I just had to get this burp out here. Sorry.
Wiggle. Do the wiggle.
Okay. He feels it numbing his legs, the water rushing like icy shards just inches below. His thigh wounds throb, scarlet smearing gray, black. A phlegmy pit lodges in his throat as... Oh, a phlegmy pit, my bad. A phlegmy pit lodges in his throat as Call used fist hammers up into his solar plexus. Cal used fists? Okay, great. So yeah, calloused fists. Okay, Cal used. Oh boy, here we go. The most read person in the world, right here. The greatest reader ever. Okay. If he were anyone else, he'd give in to his wounds with a final gasp of blood-splattered air. But he is the Batman, and this just makes him determined. And you could have done better there. All right.
Snap.
He was led here by a series of all too obvious clues. Someone desperately wanted him to find the Ravager. The Ravager. In the past 2 weeks, he had killed as many policemen. He had followed them to their homes and for no apparent reason shot them while they slept. 2 weeks prior, he gunned down Danny and Dawn, the famous brother-sister rock act, in front of 50,000 fans. So is this Batman's inner monologue or what the fuck am I?
It's got to be.
Okay, all right.
I don't know who else would be narrating.
There was no connection.
There we go.
There we go. He says, there we go. There was no connection. No seeming reason for the killings, and the police had no clues or leads. The tabloids had a field day with Commissioner Gordon and his men. Then, this morning, there was an anonymous phone call to Gordon. Snap. From that, leads unfolded like a blossoming flower, leads which brought him here.
Woo!
His breath comes in short, sputtering gasps as his mouth fills with warm blood. Ah! The Batman falls back to the wall, taking stock of his wounds. His breathing eases. His taunt skin loosens. The narrow white slit of his eyes widens, if only a fraction. He watches his foe struggle in the white foam. For the moment, it is over. They will meet again. Swirl. I like that art right there.
Great, and that you can tell that's just a tiny panel, and they zoom in on it, but there's a lot of detail in that little tiny Batman.
Yep, and it tells stories. You know, it tells you what's going. It tells you where he's going, what he's doing. You know, like right there too. Ah, my Batmobile. There it is. I love that damn thing. See what I mean? How the new one just a little reminiscent of this.
Oh sure.
And you can see it's got some 66 in it too. Vroom. No. Wah, 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 wah. I think this is you.
Okay. He was hurt, but that didn't stop him. Nothing stops him. So much for Bruce Wayne. Now I can start on dick racing.
Oh, shit.
New headlines on WGCN, Gotham's only 24-hour news station. Sorry, I went over the top. Right
Go for it.
Gotham's oldest orphanage receives $1 million donation from wealthy philanthropists, allowing the institution to remain open indefinitely. And Gotham's own spelling champ, 9-year-old Moon Kaplan, returns from her meeting with George Bush. Asked what she thought of the president, the adolescent ABCDE Aryan said, "Read my lips," and spelled something not suitable for family listening. Squawk, screech, hello, hello. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm back just for you.
I've been waiting. Who are you?
Who am I? Better ask who we are. Come on, pal. I'm you. You're me. You know you've been going crazy for years. Ta-ta-ta, guess what? Congratulations, you succeeded. You'd officially cracked schizoid daffy as a duck. Look in the mirror, pal. You're not talking, but your lips are moving. If that ain't proof you're several chapters shy of book, nothing is. So what are we going to do today, pal? Climb a water tower? Take pot shots at pedestrians? Nah, I did that already. We're waiting. What do we want to do?
Oh, shit. This is Two-Face, not Bruce Wayne.
Well, there you go. Now we know.
Yeah, I thought it was Bruce Wayne.
All right, let's go back. Let's do that. I'll do it in a different voice. All right, sorry, guys. This was Two-Face. So,
all right, yeah, and I'll do a different voice, too.
All right.
Okay, so that was the news.
So
I'm back just for you. Take it there if you want.
Yeah, so, okay. Squawk, squeak. Hello? Hello, sorry to interrupt, but I'm back just for you.
I've been waiting. Who are you?
Who am I? Better ask who we are. Come on, pal. I'm you. You're me. I can't see that last panel because it's cut off for some reason.
Right here?
All right, go back.
See it?
There you go. Okay. No, go forward. There we go. Okay. You know we've been going crazy for years. Ta-ta, guess what? Congratulations, you've succeeded. You're officially cracked, schizoid. Daffy as a duck. Look in the mirror, pal. You're not talking, but your lips are moving. If that ain't proof, then you're several chapters shy of book. Nothing is.
It's still you.
So, for some odd reason, it's taken an extra second for the panels to transition. So,
okay.
So what are we going to do today, pal? Climb a water tower? Take pot shots at pedestrians? Nah, did that already. What are we going to? We're waiting. What do we want to do? Come on, you know what to do.
I don't want to anymore.
Sure you do. You just don't know it. For us, just say it. Come on. Pretty please.
But I sent Ravager to do it and he failed.
Say it, pal. Say it.
Okay. We killed Batman.
Congratulations, you got the right answer. Don Pardo, tell the man what he's won. Won? My friend, you won Batman's itinerary for 1 full week. Okay, come on. Go. All right, there it goes. Okay. Wait, go forward. You know where to kill him while he's busting up some drug runners. Or maybe you'll just blow him to bit-sized bat bits when he's closing in on some hapless murder which you've set up for your viewing pleasure. There we go. So you'll be given 1,000 chances to see your dream kill come true. And it's all yours. Congratulations. It wouldn't have happened to a better psycho if I do say so myself. And now back to our regularly scheduled report.
Meeting the president.
Meeting the president was a dream come true. No.
This is you.
He looks so tired. He has since Jason passed. Still me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Bruce hasn't been the same since he died. The newspapers didn't know about Robin's death. But even they've had stories about Batman acting differently. But even if they had stories about he seemed happier with Dick.
Where'd you see that at? Even if they had stories. Oh, gotcha.
Sorry.
Yeah, my bad. All right.
So now I guess it's like he just doesn't care.
Wow. Batman attacks the mob. Batman on a rampage. Batman collars dope ring. 5 arrests in one night.
I don't want him to care again. I want him to be the Batman I remember.
Batman batters bandits.
Even the detail in that panel where you see, all those guys, they all got different injuries. That's cool.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I know, right? That's great.
And I do remember it. And I remember Dick.
Oh.
Sorry.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, man, you just got deep.
It was going deep over here. Over about.
And I remember Dick. Did you say that yet? Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
I remember it all. You look stronger today.
I guess I'll be Bruce Wayne in this, so you're not reading to yourself if you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fever's passed, thanks to you. Sometimes I wonder what I'd do without you.
At times. So do I. Sir? Perhaps this isn't my place, but I care for you. But I care for your well-being. When I first entered your employ, I was impressed by your extraordinary planning and conductive skills. You spent as much time orchestrating your actions as executing them. Aside from muscle strain and occasional pulled ligament, your need for medical attention was minimal. Conversely, since Master Jason's death, your attention to detail has been unimpressive, to say the least, and it's hardly coincidental that you have required almost constant doctoring. In the past 2 weeks, you have been shot twice, stabbed twice, you have been bloodied and bludgeoned by foes you once would have danced around without thinking. I distinctly remember when you first instructed Master Dick in combat. You said, "We're not brutalizers. We've got to think with our heads and not with our fists." Since Master Jason's death, you've changed. It seems, sir, that you now do all. Sorry, let me start over. It seems, sir, that you now do all your thinking with those sadly bruised and battered bones. Yesterday, you collapsed from your wounds. I cannot be certain the next time you will survive them. Sir, as loath as you might be to hear this, I do not intend to spend the rest of my life playing nurse. Sir?
"53 years ago, when he came to America from Sicily. He was merely 3-year-old. Wait, he was merely 3 years old. He was merely 3-year-old Giuseppe Scalado. When he was 9, he Americanized. I got this. When he was 9, he Americanized his name to Jerry Sky. Over the following 40 years, Jerry accumulated a fortune by joining the family business. That's the family, not his family. Psst. Sky. That's you.
Whatever it is, later.
Now, payroll activation.
Okay now.
Jimmy, what's wrong?
Nothing, don't worry. Enjoy.
Oh, he always leaves like this.
This had better be good.
You have a couple of boys that have been causing you trouble.
Yeah. Pico and Robertson. How'd you know?
I just do. We can take them out in Batman at the same time. 2 for one price. 2 for the price of 1. Tomorrow, the Zooey Brothers warehouse, 2 a.m. Now go back to your nice wife. The fat lady's about to sing. Whoa. All right, there you go. That was the Joker. I don't know. I did it. I set up the heist. Oh, fuck. It was Two-Face. I guess it should have done that.
It's fine.
I did it. I set up the heist. Batman's going to get it. Aren't you pleased? Where are you? I said, aren't you pleased with what I did? You. There. Now. Sale for 12 hours only.
Oh, the thing froze up, so.
Ooh.
Try going forward and going back.
Now.
All right, there we go. So, sale for 12 hours only. 40% off all men's and women's clothing. Now, I don't mind 40% off women's clothing, but men, keep your pants on. Not. Let's congratulate ourselves yet. Let's not congratulate ourselves yet, pal. We've still got work to do and bats to kill.
I know. Even if I don't want. Got it?
So get going down to Art Sampler Clothiers, 246 H Street. Take the elevator to the second floor.
What? Where are you? Don't go. Don't leave me alone. By myself? Just me? One. Okay. All right, calm down. There's no one here. No one's been here. I'm talking to myself. But that doesn't change things. Batman still has to die. Tomorrow. The 22nd, he dies. Tomorrow. There. There, Titan's Tower. It's just a matter of time now. They're inside, Terrence. He'll have to leave sometime. Whew. Troya, the challenging. Good. Their meeting's over. Strange. Starfire is leaving alone, but Dick Grayson lives with her. And he usually leaves with her. Cyborg and Jericho? He's not with him either? Something's definitely wrong. 20 minutes. He can't still be inside. But if he's not, where is he? I've got to find him. Okay, this is Tim Drake.
Okay.
He lives here, but I can't wait for him forever. Got to get back to my hotel by 6. I know what to do. She's only carrying one dinner. He's not there. But I've got to find out where he's gone. I've got to take the risk. I've got to speak to her. Now. The word hit the streets last night. Something going down at Ensue Brothers. So he's been sitting here since 11. This is one thing that's tough. These old comics are tough because these colors mean nothing. You know what I mean? If it was inner monologue today, it would be black with a gradient gray, going through. You would know. If it was just a narration in today's comic book world, it would be, a specific color. You know it. This is a little tougher.
Right.
So, word hit the street last night. Something going down in Ensue Brothers. So he's been sitting here since 11, waiting, thinking. Time slowly passing below him. Each minute vibrates, shocking him out of his reverie, reminding him of his solitude.
Tick, 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 tick.
Gears jerk into place, pause, then crank on in endless circles. He sits and waits.
Tick, tick, tick.
You sure this is the place, man?
Yeah, Ensue Brothers has got to be it.
Don't like it here, man. Don't like coming here during the day, let alone now.
We're not being paid to like. Come on.
Excellent. They're all in place.
Books, man, I don't get it. We're stealing books. The boss said we'd been paid by the publishers. They get the insurance and then sell them at a discount on the street corners.
Yeah, because that's where people are buying books.
That's where the profit margin's the biggest.
Sorry. It's the funniest shit.
Then they get money twice and then the writers get zip. But books, man, like who reads anymore?
You should.
Who said? Batman!
Fuck!
What? The boss said he'd show just like he did for the Ravager.
But that's still you.
But we're ready.
Oh, you probably were waiting for it to come up. My bad.
Yeah. Oh. Good
Right. Was it?
Bam, 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 bam.
Pew!
Bam, 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 bam. What
the? That's great.
You're dead meat, Batman. Dead meat.
Alfred's voice keeps running through his mind. We're not brutalizers. We've got to think with our heads, not with our fists. Think with our heads. Think. Something is wrong. Something. The punk mentioned the Ravager. There's a connection with the Ravager. Think with our heads, not with our fists. Isolated, seemingly unconnected fragments fall into place.
Bam, bam.
2 weeks ago, 2 policemen killed. 2 weeks before that, brother and sister shot. 2 more victims. Today, the 22nd, 2 a.m., this address, 22nd Street. 22nd Street. I got it. 22nd Street. It's all been there all along. Ensue Brothers Warehouse. Ensue is German for 2. Think with your head.
It's Vi Brothers, damn it.
Huh?
It's supposed to be Zvi Brothers.
Oh, well, see, I didn't know that.
I didn't realize until they were like, oh, it's German for 2. I was like,
Ah, okay. I was like Zooey because it was just like, the closest thing to not insulting a culture. I was trying not to. Brr, brr. He curses himself. What were you doing? What were you thinking? And Batman knows the sad, ludicrous answer. He wasn't thinking. He was acting and reacting. For Gordon, keep him under wraps. Otherwise, he would have realized long ago that Two-Face was back. That's you.
Can you go back and forth real quick? Go forward. There we go. He survived, but that's okay. Every cloud has a silver lining. There's always tomorrow. If at first you don't succeed, all's well that ends well. That's what I always say.
You want me to do Gordon, or you got it? You got Gordon. You do Gordon.
So you do know I got a door.
Two-Face.
You mean the man you broke out of jail and then let him escape from a Caribbean island? That Two-Face? What about him?
Any word.
We've issued an APB for the tri-state area and notified the FBI. Canceled leaves, but put extra men on duty and doubled shifts. Not that I expect I will do any. Just once, I wish you'd say goodbye. Hate talking to myself. Ding dong. Hold on, I'll be right there.
I was gonna say, I guess it should be you because I'm Tim.
Yes?
Corey Anders, Starfire, you're one of the Titans. I'd like to ask you something.
I'm sorry, but I can't really.
I'm looking for Nightwing. I've got to find him. It's urgent.
We're hung up, so there we go. Nightwing, why do you?
Is he here? Do you know where he is? I know he wasn't at your meeting today.
I'm sorry, I can't give you that information. Nightwing left the Titans several weeks ago, but if you need our help.
No, I need him. Nobody else.
Wait, how did you know where I live? Who are you?
Z.
It should be Tim Drake, right?
Yeah, this is. Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Grayson kept his old apartment. If he left the Titans, he might be here. Okay. What now? He's a detective. He must keep notes, even if something's scribbled on a shopping list. Grayson, where are you? Hold on just one moment. End of America in sight. Local circus to close after 60 years. Haley Circus, which has entertained children of all ages. No! The Haley Circus is closing? It can't be. It can't. But at least I know. But at least I now know where he is. That's a weird sentence. But at least I now know where he is. Well, at least I know where he is. There we go. Read now. So that was it.
That's the end of Batman 440.
That's right. A Lonely Place of Dying, Part 1. This is a little preview here next time on Comic Book Theater. That's if you want to continue with this here, Nick. But we can see some conflict at the circus. This is a very Dick Grayson heavy. You get to kind of see what his life was like as a little boy at the circus, I believe, in this.
Sure.
So, yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
some Starfire, some Cyborg. So it's Teen Titans, right, in the next issue. So
Yeah, the next issue is the New Teen Titans, number 60.
so you get obviously it's gonna be more Teen Titans heavy on that one. So that'd be interesting. We have Cyborg, Starfire, some other characters to play with. So
Yeah, I mean that's what I think that'll be cool. I picked this one for that reason. It gives us a little bit of diversity as far as like, seeing other members real quick of the DC universe getting their beak wet there. You know what I mean? And still like zeroing in on a hyper focused, character arc.
Yep.
Yep.
So, but that was Comic Book Theater.
Yes, it was.
So,
all right.
all right, Adam.
I guess I already stopped sharing, huh? I didn't know that.
I would say I can bring it up. Yep.
Gotcha.
But all right. Well, that was Comic Book Theater. Next time, what we say, we're New Teen Titans. What issue number is that?
It's gonna be Teen Titans issue 60. New Teen Titans.
New Teen Titans issue 60, part 2 of the not a lovely place to die, but a lonely place to die, part 2. So
A Lonely Place of Dying.
Lonely place to die. So,
and I will say this: the most important part, 1989.
Yeah, I noticed they had George Bush, the first GW in office.
Yes,
so
yes, sir. And you know what's cool about DC Comics? Every president in history, during the time that they were president, since DC Comics has been around, has actually been the real president, except for one. There was one sitting president. Do you know which one that is?
I do know because you told me, but
all right.
Lex Luthor.
Right, but who was the president that he replaced?
Well, I don't know.
George W.
I say yeah, because it couldn't have been Obama. So
no, it wasn't Obama. It couldn't have been Obama.
The second GW, the second
GW. There. Yeah. And it had nothing to do with whether he was great or whatever. It was just the way stuff. It was just the way the story went. So it was like, well,
right. So,
and I'm just keep going, don't I? I just
it's fun.
Chatty cat. What's really cool though is like they likely was like, well, if who went up against George W. John Kerry. That's right. If John Kerry wins the election, we'll let Lex Luthor step down. You know what I mean? That's how I would have played it. So that way you wouldn't have had two. But yeah, I wonder what George W. Bush did in that reality. Like that's the story. That's what we should write.
Well, that's the funny. I liked it when that's as political as comics got. So,
right.
I wish that was the standard where it's like this is as political as we're getting. So,
remember how they did? Well, I don't know if you like these movies or not, but the Harold and Kumar movies when they met George W. at his ranch.
Right. Well, I think I saw the first one, and then I actually met. Because I only worked on one movie, and that was when all the movies were being shot in Detroit.
Yeah.
And I was actually and somehow I ended up working on the sound crew, and I was talking to the guys who were doing sound on Harold and Kumar 2. So it was when I think it was Harold Kumar 2 when that was filming.
Yeah, with Tonomo Bay.
Yeah, and that's when I heard Cal Penn was a dick. So and I was like, yeah. Well, when like I said, one of the sound guys and what Cal Penn used to do as a joke, don't do this ever. He would grab the boom mic and yell into it. Well, as if you watch any behind the scenes stuff, the boom guy is a guy who's literally got the microphone on and he's got his headphones, making sure he's got good sound. So he's probably got headphones turned up pretty loud. And next thing you know, you got some jerk yelling into your microphone as loud as he can and basically blew his eardrums out every damn time. I thought it was funny.
Wow.
So don't do that to your sound people.
Mm-hmm.
So
be good to each other.
Yeah, be nice. But other than that, Adam, I think it's time to wrap up this episode of Comic Theater. And
no, I want to stay and talk about Batman.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop the stream now. I just want to talk about Batman.
I'm bursting.
So,
That's okay. All right, cool. Love you, folks.
all right. Good night, America. And we'll have another episode of Comic Book Theater coming up soon. See you soon.
Yes, next week.